broke my promise. I ended up buying 2 bags of candy, that which I gave out to pretty much everybody that I saw yesterday, all the guards at the ICM mall that I say hello to, any of the stores that I frequent, the iPhone store, and which is called Fortress on the first floor, the middle level of the ICM mall. They help me with any issues I have with the iPhone. And the Samsung store on the second floor, which I don't regret giving them candy, that's for sure, but I do regret buying a Samsung phone. Now, before I get involved with how many mishaps, lies, deceits, and the $2,000 plus that it's cost me for a Samsung Galaxy 21 phone, I want to tell you why. I want you to look at this phone. What do you see there? You see a bunch of lines, yeah? You look at those lines in the phone. Each day, each week, each month, more lines appear in the phone. Now, this is what upsets me about the service and the Samsung phones themselves, and the store that I bought the phone from. They lied about what the phone was capable of in regards to connectivity to this drone. In here, I have an Air 2S drone. They said that the Galaxy 21 phone would be compatible with the Air 2S drone. Now, I ordered the drone online, and then you have to have a phone. Now, to be fair, Flywoods one told me that it won't work. So the phone, Flywoods said, will not work with that drone. So, but I went to the store, the Samsung store, and then I explained to them which drone I was going to go to. Now, this is the Samsung store in the ICM mall. They, in turn, looked it up online and said that the phone will now work with the drone, that it's compatible. So I bought the phone, 78,000 pesos, or at the time, over 1,500 US dollars. So now the phone comes, I buy the phone, and the drone comes a week or so later, and the phone is not compatible. I can't get the DJI program to initiate. So I go back to the store. We spend an hour with the technician and the drone trying to get them to mate up. It never did happen. You could never see the camera of the drone on the phone in the store. They could never make it work. So I said to them, can I have a refund? And they said, no, sir, no refunds. So now I literally spent close, was 78,000 pesos, whatever that was, 1,600 US dollars at 50 pesos to the dollar. And there's no refunds. So now I have to buy another phone. So the other phone I bought was an iPhone. That's not the point. The point is that they said in the store, their technicians said it would work. So they read the website for Samsung. That's true. They went by what it said on the website. That's true. They know they did that. That's true. The salesperson knows that I have a receipt from a week ago. That's true. But they won't give me back a refund because they sold me a phone that doesn't work with the drone. And their solution was to buy a different phone. Well, I just spent 78,000 pesos on a phone. So when you say to them, and this is standard procedure, when you say to a Philippines salesperson or a Filipino, what would you do? And they don't have an answer. They just look at you like you didn't say anything at all. So they can't say they would just buy another 75,000 peso phone, because that's what the iPhone cost, 75,000 pesos. But I didn't want an iPhone because everything I had was Android. Okay. Then the Samsung phone started to develop these vertical lines shortly thereafter. Then, at about the 1 year mark, I can't get the phone to live stream in the landscape position. So starting January, 10 months ago, about 5 months after I bought the phone, I bring the phone to the store. See all those lines? I bring the phone to the store starting in about January and tell them I can't get it out of the portrait mode. Yes, sir. Can you fix it? So at first, when they went into the settings, they showed me where the settings were, but I knew where the settings were. It's right here. You scroll down twice, and you go over to this little button here, auto rotate, and you unlock the auto rotate, or you lock it. And it works just fine in not non-recording mode, or even in the camera mode it works, but it does not work for live streaming. So if I was to set this up to do a live stream in the horizontal mode like that, and I put the title in, and I put the audience and select all of that, and then say go live, the phone will have a message across that's saying, you are in the wrong mode. Change it, physically change it to landscape mode or live stream in portrait mode. So if you go back and change it to landscape mode, physically in the settings, it will change, but as soon as you push the word live stream, go live, it says you're in the wrong mode. Change it in the physical settings or record in the portrait mode. Well, that's problematic because when I go to the beach is long. It's not vertical. I'm not taking a picture of the Empire State Building. I'm doing a video about the beach. I want to have the beach. I'm doing a live stream of the beach. I want the beach. Yes, sir. Well, then change it. So they updated the phone. Now, this is going on since January. So I could honestly tell you that I've been in the Samsung store 8 or 10 times for this issue only for this issue. And 8 or 10 times, they tell me, okay, it will work. And then each time that they tell me it will work, as soon as I push go live, it tells me to put it into the portrait mode. This phone cost $1,600 US. And after 8 months, less than that, actually after about 6 months, it wouldn't work. And they can't fix it. So then they said they didn't have a technician that had that skill set. So I came back. Now, I've been going back to them since January. They've never fixed it. They've had the manager come to the store. And the manager says, what is the problem? And I said to the manager, ask the technician what the problem is. The technician's not here, sir. You explain it yesterday. the day before Halloween 2023. So I explained it to her as I just explained it to you. And she said, yes, sir, what's the problem? I said, so you did not understand me? She said, no, my English is not so good. So I said, well, why did you ask me to explain it? Yes, sir, is the answer. Yes, sir. So when they don't have an answer, they say, yes, sir, or they don't answer you. So now I have a phone that I paid 78,000 pesos for that will not connect to a drone. So I had to go buy an iPhone, another 75,000 pesos. Now, some of you people, 1,500, 1,600 US dollars is not a lot of money. But no one would just throw it away. If anybody knew that for sure the phone wasn't going to work, even though they assured me that the phone would work when I bought the phone for the drone, they looked all that data up on the information on their website. It said that it will work, but then they wouldn't give me a refund. I will never buy another Samsung phone ever again, ever. And I'm telling you to never buy a Samsung phone. Don't believe the people in the Samsung sales office, because they will look up information online, and I read it online. It says it's compatible. They did not lie about that. They told me the truth, that the phone should be compatible, but it wasn't. But they also said to me, don't worry, sir. If there's a problem, we will fix it. Well, the problem occurred a week later. They couldn't fix the problem, and they wouldn't give me a refund. So for me, I just threw out 1,600 US dollars. Now, I would not have spent that money on that. I would have just bought an iPhone. So how many of you people out there can just buy two $1,600 or $1,500 phones and not be upset that phone number one didn't do what they said it was going to do the day they said it was going to do it? Okay? So my point of contention in this video is that the Samsung store technicians have worked on my phone once every 2 or 3 weeks since January. They have updated it because that was another problem. The phone would not update. No matter what buttons you pushed, you couldn't update the phone. You couldn't put a data load in there and update the phone. You couldn't update the phone. I had to go to the store. They had to do something so that the phone would update. And when the phone didn't update, you couldn't use the phone. So when the phone stopped working, I had to bring it to the store. That's 5 hours round trip. 5 hours round trip. What, that's a little bit disheartening, and it's aggravating to be brief. It's aggravating. But I've been to the store every 2 or 3 weeks since January. And now it's developing these lines. You want to hear the kicker? And then I'm going to go do something else. The kicker is, when I showed the girls the lines in the phone, this is how much of a liar that they are. Liars and fraud. And when they don't have an answer, they lie to you. I said to the girl, why are these lines appearing in the phone? You know what their answer was? Their answer was, when you updated the phone, the lines, they came with the update. Maybe the next update will eliminate the lines. How stupid is that? How stupid is that answer? How stupid can they be to make you think that you're going to believe how stupid that answer is? But it gets better. Because you would think that's the dumbest thing you've ever heard. Well, yesterday's dumb quote of the day was by the technician. Sir, we can't get the phone to auto-rotate when you're doing a live stream. But if we remove, no, we can't get the phone to auto rotate when you're doing a live stream, only in camera or reading view. But it's the YouTube app. So I said to the man, that's impossible. This has been going on. It's 11 months today, 11 months. This has been going on for 11 months. Sir, it's the YouTube app. I said, what does that mean, Cedric? It's the YouTube app, sir. The YouTube app has a glitch. I said, so 3 billion people that use YouTube every day have the same glitch? Maybe, sir, maybe. How can we fix that, Cedric? And Cedric's answer was, we will delete the YouTube app and we will reinstall it. So I said to him, well, what will that do? Well, sir, that will delete all of your videos since the beginning of time. And then we'll reinstall the app and try that. So how stupid is that? That has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, bar none. So Cedric, no, the warranty was up in, whenever the warranty was up in a year. That's long past, Flying Circus. The warranty is, and the warranty is only on, it's not like a unlimited warranty. There's like if you break the screen, you have to pay for a new screen. If the phone drops and you damage the phone, you have to pay for that. It's only for, the warranty only covers software, not hardware. So if you drop the phone in the water, you throw the phone out, you have to buy a new one. Although this one's waterproof, if you get it wet, it doesn't work. You have to rinse it off with fresh water. Hey, DNC, thanks for stopping by. If you ever get this phone wet, fresh or salt water, you have to immerse it in fresh water, swish it around for 10 minutes in a bucket of fresh water. Then you have to get a hair blower and blow out this end here where the plug goes and the speaker. If you don't, the plug will oxidize and then the phone won't work. You have to get a new plug. That's like $300. So once before, so the warranty only covers software. So in other words, if there's a glitch in the system, like the fact that the phone won't portrait landscape mode automatically, that's a glitch in the system. But the 1 year is already over a long time ago. But when I brought the phone back in January, the warranty was still good. But they would not fix it. They would not fix it. And then they told me it wasn't warranted. Now, I don't know what the warranty was, but it's long past now, so I'm not going to get a warranty. Finally, I don't have to listen to Ed Lippett's slurry speech. Well, I try to speak slow and clear. I have a terrible speaking voice, but I do try to speak clearly. I have done quite a bit of speaking with men that worked for me, explaining things to them, so I speak slow and clearly so they can understand. Thank you for noticing. So, I don't know what the warranty covered, but it didn't cover the problem. They tried to fix the problem, and then they would tell you that this technician that's here, Christian, his name was, is not capable of fixing the phone. You come back next week, so like you don't have anything else to do but go back. I have been to their store to fix the landscape and portrait mode live stream problem 8 or 10 times. So either way, the warranty is over. Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't try harder to speak slow and clear. I have no idea why he doesn't do that. So My suggestion to you is to not buy a Galaxy 21 or 23 or 24. And every time I go into that store, if I see somebody in there about to buy an iPhone, a Galaxy, Samsung phone, I talk them out of it if I can. Now, it's not just this phone. It's not just this phone with the lines in it. See those lines? I have a brand new tablet that I also bought last August with lines in it. Even though I never took it out of the box, I had it in the box. And then about 3 months ago, I turned it on. It has lines going across the screen like that. That is a problem that I had with my previous Samsung tablet. It had lines in it. And eventually the whole screen just went lines. So, and the Samsung phone I had before this, it worked okay. Why I bought a Samsung is because they have the best camera zoom. And I like to be able to zoom in doing whether it's macro photography or a distant boat on the horizon. I want to be able to see the object that I'm videotaping. I'm not like these people on YouTube that have a $150 camera. They have no zoom. They can't hold the camera steady. And then they're taking a picture of something 100 feet away. It's like this big. What's the point of making a video like that? So the zoom on this camera, okay, the iPhone says DNC only because it interfaces with the MacBook. See, that's something I wouldn't know about. I bought the iPhone. I bought the Samsung phone because of the camera, but also because it was supposed to work with the drone. So it had two things that I wanted. I knew about the lines on my tablet before. I didn't know about my new tablet lines. And then now these lines started about 2 months ago. You know what the solution to this is? When I said to the girl, you see these lines in the Samsung store, in the mall, at the ICM. See these lines? Yes, sir. What are these? She went like this, the sign of the cross. Your phone is dying, sir. How long do you think it will be before all the lines take over the screen? Because it was one line 2 months ago, and now it's this. She started laughing. She started laughing. Jocelyn. She started laughing. Jocelyn. You think it's funny, Jocelyn, that I have to... So I said to her, how much would a new screen be? So she said about $350. So you can buy a brand new Samsung Galaxy 21 phone for about $500. But you have to pay $350 for a new screen. Well, but the Samsung phone, Galaxy 21, brand new in the box for $500, will not have a problem with portrait or landscape. But she's trying to sell me a screen knowing that I have the problem with the landscape and the portrait. So we'll just put a new screen on. It will fix... What about the landscape and the portrait problem? Yes, sir. So in other words, they don't care how much money you spend in their store. Even if it doesn't fix both your problems, it will fix one of your problems, but the other problem remains. And you have a 2-year-old camera. They don't care how much money you waste in their store. Samsung sold me this phone because they said it was compatible with this drone. It's not. A week later, they would not give me a refund. A few months later, 6 months later, I started to get the lines on the phone. At around that time, I stopped being able to use the landscape mode. So after 6 months only, we have lines and we have a phone that never worked with a drone. After 1 week, no refunds. Their solution is to buy another phone, the iPhone, and spend another $1,500 instead of just giving me back my money. I will make, every time I go past that store, I'm going to make a video saying, do not buy a Samsung phone. The cameras are better than the iPhone, yes, but for the difference in the quality of the camera, I can live with the iPhone camera, macro, and zoom. I can live with that. But I can no longer landscape mode live stream. As soon as you go to the live stream and press go live, it says change the orientation in the settings or record in portrait mode. So no one can fix this problem. And their solution is to remove the YouTube app and remove 1,500 videos that I have stored on YouTube. And that might work. This is the mentality of their technicians. Now, they could have just said, give us the phone and we'll send it back to the factory. But they won't do it. They refuse to send it back to fix the phone. No matter whether I have to pay for it or not, they refuse to do it. Popeye's cell phone is a rotary cell phone. All right, so today I have 2 bags of candy for the children. I have another bag like this, and then I have some caramel candy. This was 400 pieces. I gave out about 100 pieces yesterday. I have a video on that, and I'll post that in a few days. And it seems that everybody in my neighborhood knows my name. And they say, hello, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Good morning, Mike. Good afternoon, Michael. When I give them my Buntag, Michael. Yeah, that's an amazing thing to have everybody on the block knows your name. When you walk down the block, everybody knows your name. DNC. Oh, man, me and you, we're going to have. So I have the phone I'm making the live stream on is an iPhone. You want me to buy another Samsung phone for $500? Is that what you're saying? I don't think you're saying that. I don't believe that. So the new Samsung Galaxy 21 phone that I could migrate the data to is $500 US. I don't want to spend $500. I have an iPhone that I'm using now that works just fine. I don't know if you can move the data over. So maybe you know. Or wait for it. You know what's coming, DNC. You know what's coming. Wait a minute. Don't go anywhere. Let me get a pot. Let's bang DNC's $500 super chat pot banging ceremony. DNC, I'm never going to buy another Samsung phone. Oh, but you said new phone, not Samsung phone. Boy, I'm losing the plot, aren't I? So I don't know if you could transfer the data over to the iPhone. Yeah, but what are you saying? Buy another Samsung phone? I'm never going to do that. I will curse the Samsung phone industry for the rest of my life. Never. But the option remains if you, DNC, if you want to throw a $500 super chat up on the screen, which I know you're not going to do, and I'm not asking you for a $500 super chat, but you are asking me to spend $500 for another phone if I want the same quality camera. So we have choices. And then I'll ask DNC, what is What is your... I'm not going to buy another Samsung phone. I'm not going to buy another phone. I have... Look, all right, so let's go one step further. See this phone here? I have another phone. Now I have 3 phones. The one I'm live streaming from, right? This is a phone right here. Phones. And what is your... DNC, if you have a $500 solution, I'm willing to listen. This is the ridiculousness of today's world. They lied and said the phone is compatible with the drone. It never was. They said, don't worry, we will take care of you, which means nothing. It meant nothing. They wouldn't give me back my money, and they couldn't make the phone compatible. Their solution was DNC's solution, buy another phone. And I bought up 500. There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. There it is right there, DNC. He super chatted me $500, baby. 500 going one. Am I right about that? Let's see. No, look. DNC 500 US. Oh, it's $5. $5. I'll get the pot. I don't care. We could do 100 little ones. 100 little ones. I could spend all day here. So thank you, DNC. Let me get a pot. You know how I like to bang the pot. Yeah, so that's the problem, DNC. The problem is that the people in the Samsung store, in order to make the sale, lied. And then even yesterday, when the woman said to me, just get a new screen. I says, is that going to fix the portrait and the land? No, sir. So they know it won't fix both problems, but it will bring $350. This is the mentality of a salesperson in the Philippines. We don't care if your money is spent wisely. We only care that you spend the money in our store now, today. DNC, he can subsidize a $500 iPhone. Thank you very much. DNC, wait, let's clear this matter up right now. DNC, no one am I asking for $500. It's my way of having fun on YouTube. Thank you for I actually believe you. So you and I have known each other for many years. I would never squeeze somebody. Yeah, no, it's not a problem, DNC. Thank you. You don't have to explain anything to me. It's a joke. I'm making a joke out of the disgusting display of supposed honesty and professionalism that I got yesterday. I was screaming mad, but I didn't scream at them. I was screaming mad, mentally screaming mad, that this woman is that stupid to tell me to spend $350 to fix the screen problem, but it won't fix the portrait problem. The technician that's supposed to be able to fix the portrait and landscape problem tells me to remove the YouTube app, which would bring my channel to zero views, 0 videos, 0 comments. I would lose 9 years or 10 years of videos and comments and uploads, and the time it takes to upload, and the subscribers. He would zero out my account, and it would be a maybe to fix the landscape and portrait mode. This is the stupidity and ignorance of the salespeople and technicians in the Philippines, and their total disregard for your time, your money, and your mental acuity. that they think that you are that stupid that I'm going to lose 10 years of uploads, subscribers, and comments on a maybe it will fix the app, which makes them stupid people. It makes them stupid people to give that option. The option should have been send the phone back to the Samsung factory and fix it for free, because this problem was going on long before the warranty ended, which was a question that Flying Circus asked. And it was been going on, and they've told me to come back every 2 or 3 weeks. There'll be a different technician that could fix it. None of that ever happened. You do that. You Flying Circus. TNC, he's gonna roll Flying Circus. These people here, as far as integrity and professionalism, they suck. Samsung phones suck. Samsung salespeople suck. Samsung technicians suck. To come back every 2 weeks for 9, 10, 11 months now to get the same problem not fixed. And then they say, well, just update the phone. I can't even update my phone. I have to go to the store to install the update, because the technician has to install the update, because from my internet, it won't install. And then 3 weeks ago, I bought data, figuring maybe there's a problem with the internet, because that was before the new modem, which I got 3 weeks ago. I bought data, and for 3 days, I couldn't use the data because I couldn't update my phone and turn it on. This country, the Philippines, the salespeople don't care about your effort to earn and save money in your life. Their job is to usurp any and all monies they can by whatever means possible. And if that includes lying, deceit, and the destruction of a 10-year-old YouTube account, they're okay with that. On a maybe, Cedric said, we will remove the app, sir. And I said, and what will that do? That will remove all your videos in all of your history and all your comments and all your subscribers. You just start a new channel. That was this guy's solution. How stupid is that? And when I said to the woman, Jocelyn, if you had this problem, could you afford to buy another 78,000 peso phone? And the blank stare that you get is the stupid stare, I call it. It's the stupid stare. You have stumped them. You have stumped them so they can't answer with a stupid answer, so they just give you a blank stare. Or they say, yes, sir, when it's a question not related to yes or no. So, I have a 78,000 peso phone that no longer works in landscape and portrait. They can't fix it for now 11 months today, 11 months. They can't fix it. I have a screen with 26 lines or thereabouts that had one line 3 months ago. And when I asked Jocelyn at the Samsung store, what does that mean? She laughed and said, it means you need a new screen. That will be $350. Will the new screen fix the portrait and landscape? No, sir. So, in other words, she's asking me to spend $350, knowing that it will fix one of two problems. The second problem can't be fixed, And I says, well, how do I get the second problem fixed? You buy a new phone, sir. So that's $500. $500 for another Samsung Galaxy 21 when I will never buy another Samsung Galaxy phone. These people don't care about you. They don't care about that you, look, bottom line, I bought the phone. It said it would connect to the drone. It doesn't. A week later, no refunds. We will not give you back your money. So I had to buy another phone for another $1,500 plus. How is that good business? It's not. And that's what you can expect from the Samsung and any other electronic outlet. I could talk about this computer, this Lenovo computer, what a piece of junk it is. It's an i3 next door in the store next door. Thinking Tools, they lied even worse than the Samsung store, if that's possible. I went into the store. I had an i5 computer. It's broke. It's laying under the table. But I had an i5. Okay? And they said that the new Lenovo computer, the i3, is more powerful. Let me see if I can see the name. Is more powerful than the i5, but it's not. So I bought it, and the next day I brought it back, and I said it's not. When I loaded it with videos and tried to do some stuff, it wouldn't. It froze up. And they said, well, it only has 1 terabyte. But whatever it was, it's not as powerful. And it's slow. It could take 40 seconds to go from one window to another window. When there's too many mails in the mail, it will slow the computer down to where it will freeze up. If you have more than 1,200 mails, the computer will freeze up. You got to dump your mail out of the mailbox. If you have too much cash, which it will freeze up. If you put too many stored videos, more than 3/4 of a terabyte of stored videos, you can wait 20 minutes for a video to load. It's a piece of junk, the Lenovo. It was $600, but they said it was more powerful. What's the name of that other computer? I will never buy another. Well, I'll just get the computer. It's waiting to go to the scrap. This computer weighs twice as much, maybe 3 times as much. And it lasted 11 years. It is an ASUS. So this weighs 3 times what the Lenovo weighs. And 3 times what the Lenovo weighs. And it has twice the power and the same storage, but it won't freeze up on you when your mail is full. But no one, they won't fix this computer. I brought it to almost every repair, ASUS repair in Bohol, and they won't fix it because they say parts are not available, whatever that means. So it is from 2010, and it was a great computer, but parts are no longer available. That much I pretty much understand, but it really is hard living here. Stay away from i3 processors. Oh God, how much money am I going to get for that piece of advice? with advice like that, after the fact advice should come with a dollar sign, DNC. Oh God. All right, so I have about 300 pieces of candy left in here. I have a bag of caramel, and I have another bag like this floating around somewhere. And I will fill up my bag with candy, and I will be the candy man in the Philippines today. And then if I have anything left over, I will bring it to the bank and just give them like a bag of 200 pieces. And I think I'll have that much left over for sure. Stay away from I3. I don't see any dollar sign with them. It's all right, Nancy. I'm only kidding with you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, that's another thing. The people that think that I come on here, am I ranting? Yes, I'm ranting. Am I pissed? Yes, I'm pissed. Am I upset that I was lied to again and again and again in order for me to spend $350 yesterday, but it won't fix the problem? They think that you're stupid, and that's what upsets me. That some ignorant, uneducated, unskilled, untrained salesperson wants to manipulate you to buy a screen when it won't fix the problem of landscape and portrait. Only because they don't make any more money, but they have a job. And their job is to sell you stuff, whether you need it or not. I am pissed that this seems to be the mindset in today's world. I guess Thinking Tools did it to me. This store did it to me. They do it to you in the vegetable shop. If you don't pick your own vegetables, then you don't get fresh vegetables. If you take the vegetables off the top of the pile, that's last week's vegetables. They're going to turn on you, or what they call go off, tomorrow. You have to take all the cabbage off the top of the pile and then go down to the bottom of the pile to get the fresh cabbage. But if you ask them if the cabbage is fresh, yes, sir. But it's fresh on the bottom. The calamansi, the little lemons, they last 5 days maximum. So what they do is they have a box. They all have a wooden box. The calamansi goes in a box. It's a box. It looks like this. Big box. Big wooden box. The old calamansi are in the box. The new calamansi come and they put the new calamansi in the box and they stir it around. So now you have the old calamansi and the new calamansi, which is like Gomez Adams. Old business is old business. New business is new business. We don't mix old business with new business. But the calamansi, they mix. So you buy green calamansi because it's green, and you get home, and 2 days later, half or 1/3 of the calamansi is now yellow and soft and rotting. It rots within 12 hours. So if you bought calamansi that's 5 days old, mixed in with new calamansi, in 2 days it's going to turn into a yellow pile of mush. So you pick out the calamansi, you squeeze each calamansi hard, green, you can feel it, it's fresh. The other ones are green, but they're soft, they're not fresh. So yesterday I pick out, not yesterday, 2 days ago, I pick out, because I was in the city twice for the phone this week. I was in the city Monday and Tuesday for the phone. Sunday and Tuesday. Sunday and Tuesday. So I'm in the store, and the lady says to me, you pick out, you make it, I bought a little less than half a kilo. So there's another person in the store. She doesn't work though. So she says, I will help you. I says, I don't need any help picking out more calamansi. I'll help you, sir. So it was light still, under a half a kilo. So she grabbed four calamansi and she put them in the bag, and that turned it into a half a kilo. Well, this is just some stranger. You know what she picked out? She picked out 4 rotten calamansi, because when I get home, I wash it. And at the top of the bag, I put my hand in the bag to get them out. There were 4 rotten calamansi. 4. Half the calamansi is green, and half the calamansi was yellow mush. That lady picked out 4 rotten calamansi to make up the weight of a half a kilo. It's not her store. She doesn't make any money, but a Filipino does make more money. Not much, but that's 4 rotten calamansi that she doesn't have to sell somebody else. This is the mentality of the Filipino people. You spend money in my store, in my country, you spend your money wisely or foolishly, no difference to us, you spend the money. So I said to this same lady, Dahlia, is that Napa cabbage fresh? Yes, sir. But it wasn't. It was not fresh. But the cabbage on the bottom was fresh. So when I went to get the Napa cabbage, I will show you. I will show you how to pick out cabbage and Napa cabbage. Just give me a moment. You can save yourself a lot of trouble and a lot of money and a lot of wasted food by doing what I tell you to do. It's the same for cabbage. It's the same for lettuce. It's the same for Napa cabbage. It's the same for anything that has a stalk on it. You see the bottom of this cabbage? It's all mushy. This one is separate because this one is ready to go off, or it went off. So this Napa cabbage that I bought, yes, 3 days ago, this Napa cabbage, the hull, the core was hard when I hit it like that. You hit it like this. If it sounds hollow like a drum, it's good. This one I must have missed. So when I was going through my cabbage this morning to sort it out, I found this gooey stuff, and I saved it to show you. Now what you do is you just take the end of the cabbage off and throw it away. You can cut it out like you cut out a mar on an apple. You just take, or a potato, you cut out the bud. So this is still good, but I have to cut off like 3/4 of an inch. And then you throw it away. But this is what she said was fresh. But the fresh stuff that I bought on Sunday is still fresh, except for this one, because this one must have been left at the bottom. So they will tell you that the cabbage is fresh. And is there fresh cabbage in the pile? Yes, but it's at the bottom. And the pile may be 30 inches high. So you have to take off the first 18 or 20 inches of cabbage, and they'll let you do that to get to the fresh cabbage that's at the bottom. So the cabbage that's fresh is at the bottom. The cabbage at the top is old cabbage. Old cabbage is not new cabbage. And like Gomez Adams says, old business is old business. New business is new business. And we don't do new business until old business is finished. So this gets cut now. That's why I have it in a separate bag. And then, but the way you test it is you take the core and you tap the core. Cabbage, the ball cabbage, this cabbage, lettuce, the same thing. The more of a drum that it sounds, the fresher it is. So I know how to pick out fruits and vegetables because I've done a lot of cooking. I worked in restaurants. I was taught this stuff by the people that do the cooking. But the problem here in the Philippines is that, of course, they have to sell the cabbage. Now, had I used that day one, it would have been just fine, but now I have to cut. And tomorrow that rot will be up this high. You have to cut a third of the cabbage and throw it away. But fortunately, that's my breakfast for today. So it's hard living here. They mix the calamansi, the new calamansi, with the old calamansi. You have to know what calamansi, and many people sit at the calamansi box and squeeze 200 or 300 calamansi for their restaurant. You're allowed to do that. Why don't they just take the old calamansi and leave it in an old calamansi box and put the new calamansi in the new calamansi box, and then say the old calamansi is 40 pesos a kilo and the new calamansi is 70 pesos for a kilo. Which do you want? And then you take the old calamansi and say, well, I could use this for something, and you buy the old calamansi. But no, they have to mix it in, so you have to sit there and spend 40 minutes or 20 minutes or 10 minutes picking out fresh calamansi. And that's the problem, the calamansi problem in the Philippines. I bought one Samsung 21S, and I thought with the SS back that it would last. Wrong. Corn bit through the motherboard and dented the SS back. A coon. Freebird. Hey, Freebird. How you doing, Freebird? Code is here. Oh, Code. Oh, sup. What's up, Code? How you doing? iPhone 13. Stay away from... All right, so you guys, Freebird, I saw you move the cats. I didn't watch the video yet. The mother cat moved the cat. Freebird is a cat person. If you're a cat person, and I'm not, I don't mind cats. I had a cat. I liked the cat I had, but cats... I would not have another animal, period. They take up too much time. Freebird now has 15 cats. That's a cat person. My mother had more cats than you. My mother had 3 cats in the house. My brother had 2 cats in the house. That's 5. And then my mother fed about 18 or 20 cats, stray cats. She fed stray cats. The yard smelt like cat poop. And the garden, where the dirt is soft, smelt like cat poop. I would never. Now, just from one cat would be okay, but my mother, with cats, she felt the need to feed the stray cats in the neighborhood. That's just... Not only that, she spent between $50 and $100 a month on dry food to feed stray cats that when she opened the door, they ran down the steps. She had cats that she fed for 6 or 7 years that would never come to the dish if she was putting the dish out. She could go outside with the dish and talk to them, and they would just look at her like this. They were stray cats. That's not my cup of tea. If I call an animal, I expect the animal to come. If I tell the cat to sit down, Sam, he was actually son of Fritz, my cat, Sam. I trained son of Fritz, whose name was Sam. I trained him to come to me. He would sit, he would fetch, and he would not go on the counter. He was not allowed on the counter. That was a tough part of that was the toughest part of his training process, son of Fritz. But there is a way to train a cat not to go on the kitchen counter. You get a book on training animals. There's a guard dog book, teach you how to, when a dog chews on your couch, it will only do it once. if you follow the procedure in a guard dog book. And that procedure, as much as you might not like the procedure, I'll tell you what it is. You take the dog and you take the thing the dog chewed, couch pillow, yeah? Couch pillow. And he chews this couch pillow. This dog is never going to chew anything again. And if it does, it will do it one more time. And for the rest of the dog's life, it's not going to chew anything. So you take that couch pillow and you show that you don't hit the dog. You show the dog the couch pillow that it chewed. And you let the dog smell the couch pillow. It knows it chewed the couch pillow. You got to do it right away. You can't wait 3 days. So you come home, the dog is chewing on the pillow. You take a scissors and you cut a piece of the couch pillow out about 10 inches by 10 inches. And you wrap that couch pillow around a small stick, a branch of a tree. Then go out and bust off a branch off the tree. Something soft with bark on it. And you wrap that piece of couch pillow around the tree, and then you get some twine. And you put twine around the couch. Could be a sheet, a bed sheet, could be your pants, could be your wife's blouse, could be a bra, could be anything. You take that piece of material, wrap it around that branch. You want something soft. Inside is soft. And you take it, you wrap it around, you take that piece of branch and you put it in the dog's mouth like this. All right? Now, the dog has to have a snoot. You can't do it with a pug. And you take that branch and you stick it in the dog's snoot and you wrap the dog's snoot closed with duct tape. Not so tight that the dog can't breathe. And you wrap it closed. The dog now can't get the branch with the cloth on it out of its mouth, but it can breathe. Then you take the dog and you put the dog in the bathroom on a tile floor. And you put the dog in the bathroom and you shut the light off. And the dog is going to start whining. Now it's the afternoon. You came home in the afternoon. You wait until tomorrow morning. You leave the dog in the bathroom in the dark for 12 hours. And you take the material out of the dog's mouth. The dog is never going to chew on anything ever again. Ever. One time you have to do that. It's cruel and unusual punishment, but it works. Now, getting cats to stay off the counter, it's in the book. It's in the book. You fill up the sink. Fill up the sink. And when the cat jumps on the counter, put the cat in the water in the sink. They don't like water. And then you don't have to drown the cat or anything like that. Just put the cat in the water because they don't like water. So you just put the cat in the water and then you let the cat go down. And if you let the cat run around your house, that's cool. But the cats on the counter, that's disgusting. Okay, let's just move past whether it's cruel to put a cat in water or not. The cat just got out of the litter box with this cat fecal matter in the litter box, and they jump up on your counter and walk around, and then you put food up there. That's disgusting. You don't have to do that a lot. You might come home a few months from now, and the cat's going to be on the counter. But it's not going to want to do that every day. And then you put them in the water again, and after a few times, the cat knows that if it goes on the counter and you see it, especially if you leave the curtains open and look from outside, and you see the cat's on the counter and you tap the window, the cat looks at you and jumps down off the counter. Nope, you got caught. You put the cat in the water. they'll stop. Ask me. I've trained quite a few animals. But Sam sat down, came to me when I called them, fetched, and it would listen to me when I would say no. It would stop. But most people don't have any control over their animals. What's the point? And having 15 animals, like my mother had 18 stray cats that wouldn't come to her when she fed them, no reason for that at all. If you're going to feed a stray animal, like a cat, and you feed the cat for 5, 6, 7 years, and this cat still won't come to you, cat's not eating that day. Go find your own food. Go find a rat. All right, so I'm going to go. I got things to do. I have candy. Well, today's a school day, I think. So I'm going to go give out the candy to the children. I'll fill up a bag. I'll make my breakfast. DNC, thank you for the super chat. I'll read the comments and then we're on our way. Mark Twain said, DNC said, Mark Twain said, a cat that jumps on a hot stove will never jump on a hot stove again, nor will it ever jump on a cold one. That's true. But I would not go that far with a hot stove. But water in the sink. My cat, number 9, and Sam never jumped on the counter again. Ever. Never did they ever jump on the counter again. A few doses, especially if it was winter time. And winter outside is cold, and you put the cat in the sink, and then you put the cat in the porch where it's like between hot and cold, and the cat is now cold. You can't leave the cat out there, it'll die of pneumonia. But if there are ways to train animals that you don't have to spend a lot of time. Buy the book called Guard Dog Training. I'll give it to you. I'll go to the comments section. It's still one of the most renowned books in the industry. Guard Dog Training. I trained several guard dogs to be guard dogs, but I will never have another animal. GAURD, Guard Dog Training. The book has to be made. I had my dog in the 70s, so we're turning this around. Louis Pagan Ponce. Guard Dog Training, I would say book. We got the right book. Louis, Guard Dog Training book. This book is from the 1970s, and it had a shepherd on it. Oh, it had a German Shepherd on the cover, so let's take a look at this one. Let's see when the publishing date was. Well, no, it's probably not this one, but anyway, it will tell you how. No, this is not the book. I had the book. I brought it to Florida, but I don't think I brought it to the Philippines. But there's books out there how to train a cat or a dog, and it's not a long process. But you have to be firm with the animal, and you can't have other people around the animal. When you train an animal, you train the animal. You train. You don't let 3 or 4 people train the animal. There's a whole process to it, but you train it. If you have a good animal and you spend a lot of private time with the animal, it will learn. I had my dog. My dog was probably one of the most best guard dogs ever that anybody ever saw. The dog would, on command, do anything I asked the dog to do. Wouldn't make a difference who it was, male or female, adult or child. It wouldn't make a difference. But I trained the dog according to the guard dog book. And the dog go over there and give that kisses for, well, it didn't matter who it was, Lisa, kisses for Lisa. Kisses. Then the dog would go over and sit on Lisa's lap, and the dog weighed 90 pounds, and he would give Lisa kisses. And then you go, Z, I'm not so sure about Lisa, because I trained it with these word phrases. The dog would look. Maybe Lisa's a bad person. It wouldn't matter that Lisa lived with me. It wouldn't matter that the dog knew Lisa for years. Yeah, Lisa's not a good person. This is the woman that the dog lived with. And then you'd say, no, Lisa, you give Lisa kisses. The dog would jump up on her lap and give her kisses. Now, there was a code word for attack, but I would never do that. I mean, not to Lisa, but I'm just saying, you train the dog properly, that dog will do whatever you ask it to do, just because you ask it to do it. But you have to train the dog. You people are weak. You let 3 or 4 people try to train a dog to sit down. When you tell a dog to sit, you stand to the left of the dog. The dog is on your right always. Could be the left, but first you stand on the left side. You tell the dog to sit. You didn't ask the dog to sit. You commanded the dog to sit. Sit. Z, sit. And he don't sit. You take his collar and you hold it and you push his butt down to the floor. You don't have to hurt the dog. You just push the butt down to the floor. And you got to start this process when the dog is 7 or 8 weeks old. Long before that. No food. Put the dish there, no food, and you hold him back and you tell him to sit. He's 6 weeks old. You tell him to sit. He sits. You didn't ask him to sit down. You explain to him, sit. And you tell him to wait, and you hold his head. And you got the food right there, and he's a puppy. That's when you train an animal. But when they're adults, they will take training. But you tell the dog to sit, you hold the collar, you push the dog's butt down, and you hold the dog sitting down. And then you say the word stay, stay, and you hold the dog in position. There's a way to train animals. But you can't tell a dog to sit and the dog doesn't sit and then you let the dog free to play. And you should always let a dog play for half an hour before you start training. So let the dog run around, throw the ball, throw the stick, throw the ball in the water, throw the stick in the water, let the dog run around the yard, let the dog play with the neighbor's dog. Then you train the dog after he's got his yayas out. But today's story isn't about training dogs. I have something else I want to do for a little while. I'll be doing another live stream shortly. Thanks for watching. DNC, thanks for the super chat. Louis Pagan Pants, looking good, sharp today, baby. That is how the waffle flipper was potty trained. They use training your mutt to use the potty. Michael Jackson says LOL. Hey, Michael. Oh, God. I don't talk too much about Barry. He doesn't, John Blaze said it best. He doesn't take advice. Sad. Now, I could ask the waffle flipper, hey, I don't mean to call you. Hey, Barry, I saw you on a live stream yesterday. Why isn't the person that you were on his live stream last night, remember 3 weeks ago, I'm asking Barry Jordan a question. 3 weeks, and you guys that are out there trolling now that you're on here and you're not saying hello, I don't care about that. try to put. Did we get any thumbs up at all from DNC request? Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look. Do we have any thumbs up? I went to the mall yesterday.
Take a look. Do we have any thumbs up?
Let's see. 7 thumbs up. I'm going to 8 thumbs up. 8 thumbs up. Thank you for the 8th thumb up. So the later DNC. Thank you. Bye-bye. Barry, you were on a live stream last night, but 4 weeks ago, you said a person, I'm not going to name him by name, was going to give you the money for your airline ticket. I hope you hold that man to it. And that's all I really have to say about that. I hope that you hold him to that. You're in a bad way, you're in a bad position, you're in a bad place, and you are being led astray by many people. I hope you hold that man to his promise to buy you an airline ticket back to the United States, because it won't affect his bottom line at all. And apparently he's the only person that is going to help you. So I hope that you hold him to his promise. And I see that you're working to maintain a friendship with him, which I would let that friendship go along. I did let that friendship go a long time ago. But you're in a position where you can't do that. So I hope you hold him to it, because he likes to make promises led astray. No pun intended. He likes to say things that aren't true. He likes to make promises that he doesn't keep. And he likes to appear to be the big man on campus, as Flying Circus says. So you should hold him to that promise. And I'm sure that somebody has that video where he made that promise. And I will help you get that video if you need it when the time comes. Okay, then, thanks for watching. Jonesy Jones, you like to change the topic matter. I tell you what, Jonesy Jones, it's time for you. Remember the old Mickey Mouse song? And now it's time to say goodnight to all our little friends. Jonesy Jones, has time come for you to throw $10 on the board? If you want to change the topic, Jonesy Jones, you do it every live stream. You now want me to talk about a different topic matter. Paying for someone else's kids. Paying for someone else's kids. Do you want to talk about that topic? Put $10 on the screen, Jonesy Jones. I will turn the pot around. We will find a dollar sign, and we'll sing a Jonesy Jones song. Jonesy Jones owes me $10 if he wants me to change the topic. He does it every time. He thinks we don't notice, but I do every time. I'm waiting for that double sawbuck. I'm waiting for Jonesy Jones to change my super chat luck. Okay, it's not going to happen. Jonesy Jones. I change the topic matter. You don't change the topic matter. Unless I choose to let you change the topic matter. See, I have the ability to change the topic matter. And now I've given Jonesy Jones the ability. Jonesy Jones now has the ability to change the topic matter. $10 changes the topic matter. Jonesy Jones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll put my candy in my bag, and I'll see if there's I think I'll take a walk. I'll give the people that are on the beach some candy. The boat people, and there's some people building a boat, and I'll go down there. All of those people are from my personal block. They're all labor from pretty much the immediate area. That's my plan. Bye-bye. I'm Bing Permy. Jonesy Jones, you owe me $10. Just remember that next time you come on. That's true. You've done it 3 times now, changing the topic. That's 10, 20, and 30. But I'm going to give you the cut rate discount. You put $10 on the screen next time, or this time, or the next time you change the subject, I will make you disappear from my channel permanently. If you want to be a smartass, it's your opportunity to be a smartass and get booted off the channel. So you've done it now 3 times to push your luck. You don't push me and your luck on my channel. This is my channel. You want to make a channel and talk about Samsung or change the topic to be derogatory to Barry Jordan or anybody else? That's your prerogative. You can do that. You don't control my channel or my topic matter. My friends do, but you're not one of those either. So you have to pay for the privilege to change the topic matter. If you think I'm kidding, do it again. I have a good memory. Thanks for watching. I don't care. Jonesy Jones, that's a bargain, $10. Okay, Jonesy Jones said, I don't care. I don't really want your money, Jonesy Jones. I want you to follow the train of thought. Don't change the topic matter to something. If you people out there think that you can control my mind by changing the topic at your will, that's you have me mistaken for somebody else. I don't want you $10. I just want you to stick with the program. Okay, you want to super chat me $10, that's okay. But don't change the topic and expect me to follow through with what you've done this on every show that you've been on. You've changed the topic to a completely unrelated topic. So something inside your head believes that you can control what I talk about. You can't. But you can for $10. There you go. There's your options. They're limited, but they're good for me if it's good for you. Lewis, thank you for stopping by. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye, Jonesy Jones. I don't want your money. Highway robbery. Pay them. I'm Pink Permy from the Philippines.